Hello and welcome to a special edition with India's best ever bowling coach, according to me. Bharat Arun, he has nurtured the fact that India managed to pick 20 wickets in test matches for a whole period of several years. Bharat Arun deserves a whole lot of credit. He has nurtured a lot of our bowlers who are currently playing, including Jasprit Bumrah. And with the World Cup round the corner, this is a conversation, a deep dive with Bharat Arun about India's chances. And I will obviously focus on the bowling. All the preparation is done. Now that the World Cup is on us in a couple of days, your thoughts on how India is sort of shaping up for the World Cup?
Well, Bumrah, as always, good to be on the show. And I would think that this is probably a very, very experienced Indian team. Thanks to the IPL, there is a lot of experience in the team in terms of batting, in terms of bowling, and also in terms of the preparation which they've had now with the New Zealand team, because New Zealand always punch above their weight and to prepare against a team that always does extremely well in the ICC tournaments is great preparations.
So, how do you look at our batting? I mean, everybody comes and starts hitting from ball one, whether it is Ishan, whether it is, I'm not mentioning Sanju because it's now pretty much apparent that Ishan will take the gloves. So, Ishan, Abhishek Sharma, Hardik Pandya, Suryakumar Yadav back in form. Your thoughts on the batting?
I think it's fabulous. If you look at what these batters are doing at the top, especially Abhishek Sharma, the kind of start he's giving India, the kind of form he's in, and the strike rate that he strikes at close to 200. And somebody like Ishan Kishan, who is in great form, to be batting with him. I think they have all bases covered. They have also firepower in the end. Like if you with Surya Kumar Yadav coming number 3, number 4, and look at Hardik Pandya, Rinku Singh. Rinku Singh has been fabulous, and more importantly, they are also playing in home conditions, which I think augurs exceptionally well for this Indian team. Everyone in this lineup, if you look at, he can be a match winner on their own. So all
Now,
of them together in great form right now, it augurs very well for India.
now let me put you on the spot. You were the bowling coach. Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan opening. What are you supposed to do?
Well, these they are very, very exciting cricketers. I think it's a great challenge for a bowler to be bowling to such batters. But if I were a bowler, I would say yes. To be bowling against them is a big, big challenge to me. And there is an opportunity for me to become a hero. If a bowler is going to have this kind of mindset with them, um, I'm sure he would do well.
Bharat, when you have watched that series against New Zealand, somebody like a Finn Allen, and this is the new template, right? A batter comes and starts hitting the ball. Arshdeep Singh picks wickets, but Finn Allen was going for every ball, going for every, including against Jasprit Bumrah. Again, the same similar kind of question. When you are bowling against such kind of batters, a Finn Allen at the top of the order, there are many like that in world cricket now. Even Australia, Travis Head. How do you kind of prepare, Bharat? Take me into the. If you were bowling coach, what would you be telling Arshdeep? What would you be telling Bumrah?
See, Arshdeep and Bumrah are probably one of the most experienced in T20 cricket. Uh, to me, it is very simple. If you look at all the T20 averages across the IPL, across all T20 games, to me, I think the best balls, 80% of the time, you would be bowling length without giving any width. T20 is about batters trying to get that extra width to score runs. As a bowler, I would be fast. Our bowlers have the pace. All I would want is for their execution of the length to be perfect. And with the addition, all these bowlers we have seen bowl those Yorkers exceptionally well. Yorkers never go out of fashion. If you can execute your Yorkers well, you are always in it in with a very, very big chance. So that is one area where our bowlers are exceptionally good, and Yorkers and slower balls are extremely important. Disguised slower balls, and I think the bowlers possess all these balls. And to me, that's why I said they are extremely experienced Indian bowling attack.
You've spoken about pace bowlers or faster bowlers, Bharat. What about spinners? What about Varun Chakravarti and Akshar Patel? I'm assuming Kuldeep also gets a couple of games. What about the spinners? Because, this template of T20 cricket, batters come hard from ball one.
You see, the spinners have proved their worth. Akshar is extremely experienced, and also he can be very handy with the bat. Varun Chakravarti, the mystery spinner, of late, his form has been exciting. He's performed whenever he's bowled, he's performed. And Kuldeep Yadav, to add to this, I think India's spin attacks looks very healthy. As I said, more than anything else, they have tremendous amount of experience behind them. So in T20 cricket, holding your nerve is the biggest challenge. And because these guys have the experience to do so, it is okay for a bowler to be hit. But the mindset of a bowler wanting to come back, I think the most important thing is that one ball which you need to focus on. It's very easily said, but then to focus on that one ball, irrespective of what has happened the previous one. You could have got a wicket, yes, or you could have been hit out of the park. You need to learn to put this behind, and experience teaches you to do that, and that's exactly what these Indian bowlers have.
I remember you telling me once, Bharat, that if a player had a bad day, you would sit them down at the end of the day and ask that was it execution that went wrong or was it planning that went wrong? Suppose somebody has a bad day in this kind of a format. He goes for 60, 70 runs in his 4 overs. How is he supposed to come back for the next game? Because Super 8 games, I'm assuming India will easily make the Super 8s, are very close to each other. 22nd February, 26th, and then 1st of March, and then you play the semi-final. Suppose a bowler has a bad day. How does the bowling coach help him to recover?
T20 is the biggest challenge, I would say. Also, because in this game, the best of bowlers can be taken to the cleaners. And that's why I'm saying experience would play a very, very long, experience would come in very handy. And as you said earlier, as a bowler, all we need to, we keep telling the bowlers just one thing: look at your execution. If your execution is right, don't worry about the outcome, because you're bowling to the best in the world. So there are some balls, good balls are going to be hit out of the park. But a bowler is got to realize, have I executed right? If my execution is right, then I would come and challenge them again with that good ball, because the batsman can make a mistake. But most often what happens when a good ball is being hit, the bowler moves away from his strength and tries something different. That is when he gets hurt even more. I think you need experience will teach you that at any given point of time, clarity of your mind to execute. You can have a lot of thoughts when you're walking back to the top of your bowling mark. At the top of your bowling mark, clarity of what you want to execute is going to be very, very important. If you have clarity in the mind, you have the best chance to execute. So I don't think, as I said earlier, you need to worry about when you're being hit. What you can do is go to your strengths when the chips are down.
Bharat, you worked very closely, or you've seen Gautam Gambhir very closely. If there's one format this man has mastered, I'm not going into red ball where he might have issues. India has not done well. I'm not going into any other format, but this T20 format is one that Gautam Gambhir has clearly mastered. What is it about Gautam Gambhir? Can you kind of take me behind the scenes? You know the guy well, you worked with him, you know him very closely in the format. What is it about Gautam Gambhir and T20 cricket?
Like I said, clarity of mind is going to be very important. I think he gives you that freedom to express yourself. And with Gambhir, my experience would say what you see is what you get. He is a tough taskmaster, but He defines the process, and it's up to you to find ways to get those processes right. And I think because of the experience of the Indian team, the wealth of the experience, and also having played so much in the IPL, most of these players, that's why we have become a formidable T20 team.
Interesting that you repeatedly mentioned the word experience. Is it, say, somebody like a Harshit Rana? Again, you worked with him for the Kolkata Knight Riders. Harshit Rana has evolved as a bowler. Is it the IPL that we need to credit? When I see the team, Abhishek Sharma, IPL, Harshit Rana, IPL, multiple different players, Suryakumar Yadav, IPL. Is it the IPL, even Hardik Pandya? So a lot of these players have come through the IPL and have started to take pressure. Is it the IPL that has made India this good, Bharat? Should we credit the IPL for this?
If you look at the T20 format, if you look at most of the leagues around the world, I would easily say I've seen all the leagues around the world, and I would definitely say that IPL is the highest standard. It's close to international cricket, and that to have 10 teams playing with any team. If you look at the teams in the IPL, any team could win the IPL. Every team is so good. So if you play in a format like this alongside the greats of the game, the best of cricketers in the world are playing along with you, and your confidence as a youngster, even when you walk in, or as a international cricketer, when you do play in this league, and when you perform in this league, you know that you have arrived. You know that you need to back your ability and to back the process for you to be successful. These thoughts make these cricketers extremely confident, and confidence is everything. And the most of these cricketers have this confidence in them. That's why India is so good in T20 cricket.
Bharat, you've been in the Indian dressing room as coach, as bowling coach, a multiple number of times when we've played Pakistan in World Cup scenarios, in Asia Cup scenarios. When you and given the backdrop of geopolitical tension, lack of clarity, I mean there is a lot of geopolitical tension as we kind of live through this period. When you play Pakistan on the 15th of February, what is the talk, you reckon? In the Asia Cup, we've seen heightened political tensions multiple times in Dubai. What is the kind of talk that you reckon will be the dressing room talking about? What is the kind of talk that you think India will be speaking about? Because we are a better side. But what about execution? What about handling pressure? How does one deal with pressure in such a game?
See, at this level, handling pressure is the most important thing. Yes, there is pressure. Every game there is pressure. And there's a lot of hype around this pressure during the India-Pakistan game. Yes, around the matches, there's a lot of pressure, but there is pressure in the team, but not as much as what it would be around and the hype that is being created. The motto is very simple. You have worked hard. You have known what it is to succeed. You know what has brought you here. So again, focusing on the processes is the most important thing. Any kind of pressure is something which can wilt you, or pressure is something that can get the best out of a cricketer. I think you should look forward to embracing pressure. No point in running away from it. Embrace pressure, and pressure should allow you to get the best out of you. If a cricketer under pressure is going to tell himself, here is an opportunity for me to be a hero. I need this situation, because a tough situation, if I can focus on the process and I can execute and I can do well, I'm a champion. So if everyone in the team is going to look like that, focus on your strengths alone. If you can focus on your strength each and every time, if you can focus as though your entire life depends on this one single ball that you're going to bowl or you're going to bat, then the game unfolds easily to you.
Interesting. Your thoughts on Surya as captain? Clearly, he has done very, very well in this format. Look at his statistics. But your thoughts on the strategic decisions he takes, the way he handles his team, he's smiling. He seems under no, composure is there. He seems to be in control of things. Your thoughts on Surya as captain?
See, there is no right or wrong decisions. It is the instinct of a captain. In sport, many a times as a coach, you think, oh, he should not have brought him on to bowl, or this person should not have gone into bat. But it is the instinct of a captain. When you think like that, that person exactly with that bowler, or a bowler would have got a wicket, or the batter would have got the right momentum. He would have given the team for you to win. So I guess you mentioned it. He's calm, he's composed, he's experienced enough. He's leading a bunch of highly motivated youngsters. So, and plus his form is also exceptionally good. It is important for a captain's form to be good, because his thought process will be much, much better. He will seem a lot more confident on the field. So Surya's form has been good of late. So, and also he portrays all the qualities that you mentioned right now, and I think he would be a good captain for India.
That was my next question. Last three, and I'll let you go. Surya's form against New Zealand. Before that series, all of us were worried that the captain is not scoring. He's leading well, but he's not scoring. But against New Zealand, we saw the old Surya. All the shots came out. His onside is strong enough. He was in control, and then he started attacking. He can change gears. His personal form against New Zealand has made a huge difference to everything. Your thoughts on how critical that was, that turnaround for Surya the batter?
Definitely, yes. I think when the captain's form is down, it's easier said than done. No, but they can always lead well. But when your form is very good, the confidence of having contributed for the team would give the captain the necessary fillip to lead with a kind of a vigor on the field. The energy on the field of the captain would be tremendous when his contribution to the team is also exceptional. So in that way, if you look at it now, Surya's form in the previous Asia Cup was not all that great, but now he's regained form, and I'm sure he would be extremely confident of what he would be doing on the field.
How important is Tilak Verma, Bharat? Because now that he's making a comeback, if I see that batting order, more or less Abhishek Sharma, Ishant Kishan, these guys are kind of aggressive, very aggressive players. But if it's a challenging wicket, for example, Tilak Verma, how important could Tilak Verma be? Because we've seen the Asia Cup final, what he can do.
Exactly. Not only the Asia Cup final, also in the IPL, of what Tilak Verma would be. Tilak Verma is capable of doing. Everyone's form in this team, if India needs to win this World Cup, would be very important. And Tilak Verma's role, as you said, when he bats number 4 for India, it's a very, very big role. And I'm confident that he's done very well in the past, and he would also do well for India in this World Cup.
Is there one worry? I mean, when you were coach with Ravi and Sridhar, the catching, is that a kind of worry now, Bharat? Because I do see a number of catches dropped by this team. Yes, it's not hurting because they are so good with the bat and the ball, but on the field, we are seeing a number of catches getting dropped. Are you worried about that?
Well, if it's okay to fail, it's okay to once you realize that this is a problem, they have the time to work on. And I think fielding is a mindset. If you can change your mindset, if in each and every one of them looks to contribute and works on these very things, because they are all good fielders. No one drops a catch. For if there is a lack of effort, then it's fine. But I think with a little more practice with wet balls and things like that, because now the ball can be wet at this season. Going into the World Cup night matches.
That was my last question. That how about dew? Could dew become a huge issue going into the knockout stages. In that one knockout game, could Dew have an impact, and should India prepare for Dew, Bharat? What you were just saying, that was my last question. And if
Definitely,
you need to
yes.
prepare,
You
how do you
can you
prepare?
can prepare. How to prepare? Yes, best thing is to bowl with a wet ball. You sometimes practice. Some of the batters don't want to bat because most of the bats will get spoiled in practice when they play with the wet ball. But then it's a challenge for a bowler. As a bowling unit, I think everybody should be practicing with a wet ball towards the which if they bowl second. I think they need to figure a way out as to how to get the right grip so that their bowling does not suffer. So that would be a challenge. And to me, simple thing is wetting the ball and then bowling with that in practice so that you figure out a way to bowl with a wet ball in a match.
Can we say that India start favorites, or in a knockout competition, that's not fair to say?
Well, T20 cricket, I think all teams, and if you look at the first six teams, they compete exceptionally well. But yes, because playing at home, I think gives them an added advantage. India would definitely be favorites for the World Cup.
I'll end there. Bharat, Arun, thank you very much for joining me. Wish you very best for the IPL with the Lucknow Super Giants. I hope Mohammad Shami once again flowers under you. I will be watching very, very closely and look forward to speaking with you. But for the moment, thank you very, very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you. It's great to be on the show as always. Bye.
Thank you.